Oh, yeah.
Metal Slug X!
Oh, he put his whole heart into the X, especially. So this is a, like, enhanced re-release of Metal Slug 2. You'd think Metal Slug 10, it's Roman numerals, but no. Credits are in. Are you able to join?
Yep, just set my controls there.
Okay, beautiful.
So, yeah, characters in the first batch of games, doesn't really matter who you pick, it is almost entirely cosmetic.
Yep. Whatever Tim Burton ripoff you like the most.
Basically.
It's all yours. Okay.
Polo.
He looks absolutely nothing like his portrait. These guys weren't even, like, tied up or anything. They still needed saving.
Oh, I feel the slow-mo.
Yeah. It is arcade realistic. It's actually surprising how late this game came out.
Yeah.
The first Metal Slug was like 96, I believe. And even though arcades were dead by that point, the second Metal Slug took like 3 years to come out.
Oh yeah, SNK were famous for the fact that the Neo Geo woefully underpowered compared to some of the other machines that were coming out at the time, and yet they were still putting out games right the way up until the mid-2000s.
Yeah, they had some respect for Metal Slug, especially. Because they just kept putting all of the funds that it takes to make a game this pretty. Pumping it out.
Making King of the Fighters games up until like 2005, 2006.
Nice.
Oh, bollocks. That was silly.
Did you see that there's a new Metal Slug game that's supposed to come out this year?
Yes, they've been talking about doing like a Metal Slug Tactics game for literally years. And another classic style Metal Slug.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I've seen.
Yeah.
Already out in Japan, of course, so you can like actually watch the entire game if you want.
Okay.
It looks hideous compared to what we're seeing right now. 'Cause it's all in like 3D.
Yeah, it's like 3D does eventually get to a point where it's, you know, it can only get so good just by itself. While, you know, sprites will always age better.
That's for sure.
Like the first Disgaea game still looked totally fine, but the most recent ones were 3D, and they just don't look as good.
Look at how floppy that guy's sword is. You wouldn't do that in 3D, because you'd be a coward for making a 3D game. Not sure why we don't just shoot the guy. We gotta blow up the tank. No good reason.
Heavy machine gun.
Hilariously, the point of Metal Slug X was to reduce the slowdown
Yeah.
compared to Metal Slug 2. But we did see in the original Metal Slug that slowdown is absolutely obscene. This is slightly better than I recall Metal Slug 1 being.
You're great. Mission complete.
They have like the most enthusiastic announcer this side of Resident Evil.
Thank you. Laser gun.
Oh, laser.
Laser, I think, is new for this one.
I don't recall seeing it in the first one. That's been a bit of a while though. We cannot rescue the miners.
They're doing fine.
Not anymore.
Oh,
They turned one another into mummies. You can knock the mummy out of them, but you can't seem to save anybody. I'm a mummy now.
yeah. This was the first one to have transformations, which will be a thing going forward.
Thank you.
If you get turned into a mummy, there is a potion you can pick up, which will turn you back into a soldier.
Ow. Metal Slug meets Asian Dynamite. Surely what they were going for.
The next one's gonna have zombies, but in order to offset it, your bomb turns into a screen-clearing blood vomit attack.
Nice. Weird to introduce horror elements. In this military-themed game, yeah. We can't even pet the dog even when we are a mummy ourselves.
Alas, no.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, Molotov.
Firebomb.
Is that your primary fire or still your bomb?
No, it replaces my grenades.
Interesting. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a thing in the first game.
Yeah. Pick up that potion, and you're human.
I have
again.
humanized. Beautiful. I did also notice that your mummy version was different from mine.
Yep. Each of the characters has their own mummy.
Yep.
Kind of a nice touch.
It really is. We can collect the bones from the mummy dogs. And you can slowly waddle out of there. I think jumping is
Song
faster
card.
at this point. Oh, those are lethal. Egyptian-themed area, I guess. I feel like not a lot of wars make it all the way to Egypt. Not even in 1999. Very important arrows, because this would be impossible to navigate without them.
And I think this is new to the X version of the game.
Quite possibly.
Blade
I know there was quite a few areas that are unique to this.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the same. I would obviously have no idea which ones are which, because I've never played any Metal Slug besides the first. We both got mummified by a single mummy breath.
Saw that coming.
Nope.
Didn't help much, but I saw it.
Then I jumped over the edge. Which especially didn't help.
heavy machine gun. Okay.
And then I jumped over the edge again. Platforming is not what I expected it. Clearly not what I'm good at. Ooh, scarabs.
Platforming is not the Metal Slug series' strong point, but they keep doing it.
Yeah. It would be so profoundly difficult to go through this whole segment without ever getting mummified.
Machine gun.
It is possible. I've seen plenty of one credit clears.
Oh yeah. I mean, you would still be on your same credit even if you got mummified, because you can keep fighting.
Well, one of the bosses in the third game is made significantly easier if you turn into a zombie before you fight them. 'Cause you get
Strategic
the
salvification.
blood vomit attack, which just completely decimates them.
Okay. Shotgun.
You hadn't seen a shotgun before now.
Potion.
Ah, yes.
Okay, if I do a crouch melee attack, a boxing glove comes out of my backpack.
What the hell is this thing?
I think it's called the Hopper Slug. I might be wrong.
Could have called it like the cricket.
Oh,
Or the
and we both die immediately.
exploded nothing. I was actually alive in the robot mouth for a little while. I guess we just run away from it
Heavy machine gun.
to the best of our ability, which leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, these bosses are always the hardest because you need to shoot down.
And not be
That's
in
not
the
always
center of the
possible.
level.
Machine gun.
Yeah, you gotta jump before you're allowed to shoot down, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, this isn't like Contra, unfortunately, where you can just hold button to hold stance.
Heavy machine gun.
Maybe they were going for the Contra crowd
Rocket launcher.
when they added all these horror elements. Contra is fundamentally a military shooter, but so much body horror. It's notorious for body horror.
Heavy machine
Yeah, well, they all start off with robots, and before you know it, you're shooting an alien brain.
Yep.
rocket launcher.
I kill for a health bar on this thing. And there we go. Guess I don't need it. Desperation attack, which does nothing. Well, he was deep throating the entire tower.
Yeah, really going to town on it, huh?
Yeah.
Mission complete.
I guess we reached the climax of the tower.
Just not bothering with phrasing in this day and age.
Start.
Not even slightly. I'm going out of my way for the worst possible phrasing sometimes.
Thank you.
Ooh, a big mushroom. That mushroom was as big as an entire pig. That is my kind of mushroom. What is this guy's deal?
I think he was snoozing and now he's dead.
He's sunbathing in the hereafter.
Fire bomb. Shotgun.
Guy was full of carrots.
Oh, big.
Yeah, if you eat too much food, you turn fat, but all your shots become super powerful.
Interesting. There are a lot of mechanics in this game.
Oh yeah, these games are remarkably complex in ways you would not expect. And some of the later games add even more transformations. It's nuts.
You just put so much thought into these games that they didn't have to. I appreciate it.
I guess even better when we get to the third one. Not going to spoil that one because if you've never played it, it is just too cool.
Yeah, you always mention that that's one of your favorites, so... Guess the less I know about it, the better. This game's very popular as well. We're playing it on Fightcade, and it's got tons of people in the lobby. These fanboat pilots are not very good at accomplishing anything. Oh, I jumped right on the spikes. Stone? Apparently stone is an upgrade, but I threw it at the tank and it just bounced off.
Yeah. I think it's meant to be like a grenade upgrade of sorts. But...
Yeah, it was. I tried to use my grenade on the tank because that made sense. But that turned into a rock. It did nothing.
All it does is give you the mark of Cain.
Yep. It's the Stone of Shame. You need to attach the Stone of Triumph.
But now for the paddling of the swollen ass.
Patrick Stewart's proudest moment.
I mean, it's better than the last couple of seasons of Picard, I'll tell you that much.
Love the not swastika. Right at the top there.
The symbol of the Morden army.
He dropped the tank on me.
Get into the truck.
Yeah, the flame jets appear to have like a blind spot right in the center. Not that it matters, that was like the easiest fight yet. Despite how extravagant it all was.
Drop shot.
Drop shot's not great.
Yeah, it seems bad. Like it has a bad arc to it. The music is fantastic, along with all the other things that they tried way too hard on. Because you can barely hear it over all the gunshots.
Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
You just see Spike Spiegel running over a bridge to this. Looking for somebody to not kill, but then accidentally kill anyway and not get his bounty. I got a plane.
I get a rock.
I got that earlier. Didn't go well. My bomb has become a missile. Which blew a guy's head off with a shockingly violent pixel art.
Oh yeah, there's two different versions of each game, one with blood and one without.
It's not even just the blood. That was like gory too.
Yeah.
That would have gotten banned in Australia.
There's not much that doesn't get banned in Australia, to be fair.
That is also true.
I was playing Stick of Truth before Christmas. Because I've had it for literally years and never gotten around to finishing it. And I thought that the PS4 version didn't have the censorship in it. And it did. And it was hilarious. And so much better than actually seeing what was happening.
Yeah, I imagine with South Park, they would benefit from some censorship.
Oh yeah.
They do not have a lot of restraint, so being forced to have restraint by censors.
I take it you've seen the studio notes they were given for the movie?
I'm familiar with the basic gist of what they do when they get studio notes, and like,
Yeah.
there's a whole documentary that's basically about how they manipulate the studio to get away with as much as possible.
Yep. The way they did it, the way they basically went about things was they would make the change, but they would make it twice as offensive and 3 times as long. And the studio was happy because they were making the changes, just not paying attention to what they were changing it to. There's a thing of Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows and the IT Crowd, amongst other things, reading out a letter that I think it was Matt Stone sent to the executives, and at the end it just finishes, "P.S. This is my favorite letter ever."
There's a whole deleted scene, a famous deleted scene, for the sex scene in Team America.
America, yep.
Yeah. Where it is much, much longer, and they go through every single fetish you can think of.
Yep.
And they did that exclusively to, like, show the censors, and then the censors would be like, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do half of this. And they were like, we don't want to do half of that, we just showed you all this shit so that you would let us do the things we actually did want to do, which are less disgusting by comparison to what we just showed you.
Yeah, famous trick to pull on censors. We did it at, what was it? I think it was the Gong Show. They would put in acts that would absolutely never get on the show, so that they could get tamer ones by comparison. Backfired on them with the infamous Lollipop Twins, which was an act, quote unquote, just consisting of 2 women sucking lollipops.
Okay.
Nothing suggestive about that.
Literally, someone basically went, well, there couldn't be anything offensive about this. I don't see how anyone could possibly think there's anything wrong with 2 women and lots of licking.
Yeah, sometimes the censors are the most naive people, and that's how you get away with things, even if you don't want to.
Literally 30 seconds after it went on screen, they're like, how many complaints? Oh, all of them. Oh dear.
Yeah, when like CBS ordered the Clerks TV series,
yeah,
they were the only people who didn't realize that Sideshow Bob, Silent Bob and Jay were drug dealers.
Yeah.
So that had to be censored out of the TV series, and they just became like rapscallions.
Yeah, they just turned into wacky pranksters.
Yep.
It was still a really good series.
Oh yeah. It's probably my favorite Clerkspedia.
Oh yeah.
So we have a rescued POW who is doing Hadoukens everywhere we go for some reason.
Yep. He actually has a name. I forget what it is. But he is like a legitimate character.
Fascinating.
The third one, we also get a monkey with a laser backpack.
Nice. We saw a monkey in the first game. I guess he upgraded by the third one.
Don't know if it's the same monkey, but yeah, he makes a reappearance.
Imagine with the lore of this game, it very well could be the same monkey.
Also, these aliens are known as the Mars people.
Of course.
I think they were added for X.
Some mummies and aliens added.
No, just wait till we get to 4. Fucking Mayan Doomsday cult show up.
Beautiful. It's gonna be a full Plan 9 from Outer Space reunion. in one of these
Pulls
things.
the strings! This is your UN squadron boss, if anyone remembers that.
I certainly don't.
Take out all the
Surprisingly.
guns.
Yeah, they're surprisingly small, but you got them pretty fast. This gun is big enough to make up for all the small ones. Oh, I'm dead again.
Heavy machine gun.
Oh, I jumped right into a bullet.
Okay.
This boss started easy. This last gun has 1 trillion HP.
Yeah, this is where all the armor plating on all those tanks that we were just chopping to pieces with a machete went.
Yep. It's the one gun army. All their resources into one gun.
You're great.
I think you got the final hit on that one.
I believe so, yeah.
Complete.
I'm very slightly in the lead, score-wise.
Yeah.
Mission.
See, the thing is, as well, with the credits, is that once it gets to 10, or 9, well, start again. The number caps out at 9, so once it gets to 10, you can't tell who's used more credits.
Heavy machine gun. Oh, yeah.
Loaded up. Really, it's more of an inflation thing than a eating too much thing. Especially when you die, you're going to pop. There it is.
Yeah.
Disturbing.
I was gonna say, it's like 50% inflation, 50% feeding.
It's definitely a kick. We can agree there. Possibly multiple kicks.
Okay.
Are you an arcade fan who wants to see cute girls get fed repeatedly? I got the game for you, buddy.
Not just girls. Equal opportunity.
As I've always said, if I can perv over cute girls, everyone else should be able to perv over cute boys.
Hell yeah. Perv them all.
I am a true true fan of equality.
Yeah. I want Metallica
That's
to
how that
release
works,
a
right?
follow-up to Kill 'Em All. Called Perv 'Em All.
Damn straight.
They've been circling the drain for long enough, they might as well.
Okay.
Didn't want to wait there.
Hey, let's walk into this obvious level exit. Oh no, we're both dead.
There's another level happening behind there. And the tank won that level. Came out to meet us.
Flawless victory.
Okay.
Yep. I love that the soldiers, most of the time when we see them, they're laughing.
Laser gun.
And then we shoot them and they scream and die.
Heavy machine gun. Laser gun. Heavy machine gun.
The main thing you'd want to use bombs on is, like, tanks and helicopters and stuff, but you can't. Because the bomb arc only goes, like, slightly above your head.
Yeah. It is possible to aim accurately with jump shots, but it's one of those things you really need to get a feel for it.
Yeah. High skill ceiling on your Metal Slug X.
Yep. X is also it's meant to be one of the hardest games in the series.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think I read that as well.
Yeah, much harder than the first game, which we got through relatively without much embarrassment, I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, you did way, way, way better than me in Metal Slug X.
Yeah.
Here we're actually pretty close to equal because our skill levels don't matter. This game's so hard.
This is one of the really bad offenders for credit stuffing.
Seems like it. And I guess they got people with Metal Slug 2, and then they're gonna re-release it. They gotta make their money.
I mean, it worked for Capcom.
The only passenger of that train was a pig.
I know it probably wasn't going to kill us, but at this point I am not taking any chances.
True, yeah. I mean, that, like, Space Invader helicopter formation was ridiculously difficult, and then that train was totally harmless.
Yeah, especially since we took out the red helicopter, and that's supposed to kill all of them.
Mm-hmm. Got the bad RNG.
Yep.
Oh,
maybe we killed one of the other ones before we got that one.
Something like that.
Enemy chaser. Thank you. Rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher.
The lawn chair is strong in this one.
Yeah. I'm willing to rock it.
Machine gun.
Today I learned that one of the characters on the Candyland board game used to be called Grandma Nut. But,
I wonder why they had to change her name.
they changed it to Grandma Gooey.
I'm not sure that's any better, to be perfectly
Really
blunt.
isn't. Okay, this might be the hard version of the train. It wasn't. No pig this time, though. Oh, backup train. Here's where the pig is. Oh no, it's pushing us back. It doesn't, like, run us over. Which I guess is fair, because it would have been physically impossible to hammer the button fast enough to actually get that thing from not touching us. So what's the point of this? I guess eventually it'll push us all the way to the end of the screen and then we'll die?
Yeah.
There it
I
is.
am not as good at button mashing as I used to be. Wow, that is a horrible reminder of how old I am.
Yeah. Well, we didn't die. That's all that matters.
True.
So you're not old enough yet.
Man, I'm going to be paying for that in the morning.
Yeah, you can feel that in the wrist.
There is a way to activate these machines, I think.
I was gonna say.
Unless that's only in the third one. And then, third one onwards, I should say. Because the first stage is I think it's the first stage. One of the early stages is a hidden exit.
Heavy machine gun.
Some of the later games have branching paths just to make things more interesting.
I do think X came out after 3. Even though it's a remake of 2. Went back to that well. So there might be influences from 3 in this version.
Makes sense.
Or I could just be wrong. I did negligible research.
Could find out, but I don't want to.
Yeah, who's gonna make me? So these are melee enemies. So anytime they get close enough to actually hit you, you can knife them. That one exploded, though. He outsmarted me. I'm not sure why some of them explode.
Grenades will take care of one of those barriers.
Yeah, I think the red ones.
Heavy machine gun. Heavy
Yeah,
machine
they're like charging up to self-destruct. That's what it is.
Ah, goddammit.
rocket launcher.
These are very large rockets.
Thank you. Rocket launcher.
Oh, sniped.
That went right over my head
Yep.
just to hit you.
I think I just run out of launcher too, so
Rocket launcher.
good time to die. I can actually shoot down while I'm standing. An invaluable power right now. So I should probably not blow this thing up like I'm doing. Oh, it juked me. I thought I figured out the hopscotch pattern, but I was wrong.
Heavy machine gun.
I've not seen many one credit clears of this. I think even the ones that I have seen usually wind up losing a couple of lives.
Yeah. Seems like that would take a tremendous amount of dedication.
Yeah, that's a twofer.
Yeah.
Heavy machine gun.
Like, I was gonna compare the recent, or, like, actually future at this moment, Metal Slug that's coming out later this year, to, what is it, Death Smiles 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they also went polygonal after they had beautiful sprite work in the first game.
Yeah. I actually got the original for the 360.
Yeah, me too. Although it's on Steam now, and you can get both games and play them online pretty reliably
Oh, cool.
for $40.
Yeah, for some reason they don't want to make money, so they're like, well, this is going to be a niche release, so let's jack the price up as high as physically possible.
Exactly, yeah, it's a specialty title, so if you want it, you're gonna get it no matter the price.
Yep. And then they released the Black Label DLC for like another 20.
Complete.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They did that with the stuff like the Dodonpachi series as well.
Mission. Start.
Not only is it a gigantic time investment to play shmups, big money investment as well.
Yep. I was lucky because I've got one of the Dodonpachi games, Death Smiles, a couple of others as well. Death Crimson, I think. Most of the cave games that were released on the 360. Places around here were selling them literally for like a couple of quid because no one else was buying them. All of these games that would have been in total probably a couple of hundred, I literally got for less than the price of one.
Nice. I've gotten good deals on Shin Megami Tensei games that way. GameStop was liquidating their stock of Devil Summoner 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the special edition with the like Raiho plush and everything.
Yep, I think I probably mentioned it on stream before, but I went to get a copy of it. because only the first one was ever released in the UK. And we certainly never got the plush with it.
Yeah.
I found someone who was selling it on Amazon for, I think, probably about 20 quid. Which, for the game itself, was a steal.
Yeah.
So, ordered it thinking, okay, well, you know, maybe the conversion rates have come out in my favor or something. But they had pictures and everything looked to be on the level, so didn't think anything was wrong. And when I got it, it was just the game by itself.
Ooh.
So I sent the seller a message. I was like, hey, I ordered this. It's not the version with the plush as listed. What happened? And the woman just went, oh, sorry. It was literally just for the game itself. The listing must have gone... It must have put up the wrong listing by mistake.
That guy's not coming back.
Yeah, till the third game. I think his name's something like Buster Allen Jr. or something along those lines. Shows up every game. And then his son shows up in one of them as well, and he looks exactly like him.
The genetics.
So I said, okay, well, that sucks, you know, but what can you do? It's just like, yeah, gesture of good faith, I'll give you 5 quid back. I'll wind up getting a game that now, by itself, goes for about 70.
Yeah.
For about 15.
Overall worth it. Would have been more worth it if you actually gotten what you ordered. But alas.
I mean, if I'd gotten, like, the version with the plush is about 150 these days.
Yeah.
Prices are pretty variable these days, but it goes with the plush and the box and everything, goes for a pretty penny.
Okay.
GameStop was literally throwing those all in dumpsters. Well, before I showed up.
Very unwell.
Yeah. Up. Vomiting Martians. They're kind of cute until we explode them.
Yeah. Wait. Again, this isn't the last time we'll see them.
They die so gruesomely. Someone really wanted to see them suffer. They're cute little sprites.
For SNK versus Capcom, there's actually a playable Mars person character.
Oh, nice.
One of the fighters. I think he's a secret character. Because that game has a whole bunch of variations of different characters, and some of them are just weird.
Okay.
I mean, SNK is pretty weird, so
Yeah.
if you include that, you're gonna get some oddities.
Well, SNK versus Capcom. Capcom versus SNK was the Capcom version of the game. SNK versus Capcom was the SNK version of the game. Neither of them are particularly good, but they're interesting.
The soldiers are accidentally placing mines due to clumsiness.
I ran over them and they didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, they seem busted. Going back to worms, they're all duds.
I'm still gonna jump over them because I do not trust this game at all.
Oh yeah. Just waiting for you to let your guard down. I guess you can shoot the big popcorn balls that they're shooting at us.
Yeah, you
So
can
as
melee
to-
them for whatever reason.
Yeah. And they take up so much space, it's really hard to actually dodge them.
Plus, they have a weird, lazy homing pattern.
Yeah. Fs.
You really want to see them die horribly.
Yes, here. Oh my god.
think
That is
the
brutal.
shotgun just has them obliterated. Fat shotgun does that to normal enemies as well, if I remember right.
Nice. Wish I'd been able to stay fat for longer then. It's so hard though, you pop like instantly.
Heavy machine gun.
I think we're just doing synchronized grenades there.
Yep. Yeah, the same idea.
A shotgun just blows their skin off them, which is
Yep.
fucking horrible.
Tentacles keep writhing after they die for a little while.
Yep. See, the Metal Slug games for a good long while were some of the best sprite-based games you would ever see, just in terms of weird little details.
Oh yeah. I think they're disturbingly gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Heavy machine gun.
Shrooms.
Poopy.
Oh, the enemy soldiers have knives too.
I think they've got like little hatchets or something. So yeah, remember this stage for when we come back to play Metal Slug 3.
There's the eye patch Saddam Hussein Castro guy from the first game.
Yep, Mordant.
He's gone now.
He'll be back.
Yeah, no one truly dies in this universe.
Even if they get eaten by a shark and have their bones spat out.
Yep. He's just building Pinocchio in there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, took that shot for you. You got the heavy machine gun. You need to be protected. Big.
Enemy chaser.
So this flying saucer is less aggressive than most of the other enemies have been.
So like if you look in the background, you can see your forces chasing the UFOs.
Yeah. I was about to compare it to Conaria.
Heavy machine gun.
Not very good with his laser.
Oh,
That guy was, though. Killed us both with a single laser.
Heavy machine gun.
Okay.
Nice.
Why is the flying saucer Morden branded?
I think the backstory is that Morden's meant to be in league with the Mars people, but then they turn on him.
Ah.
Like there is genuinely a plot to each of these games.
How would you even find it? It's not in the game. Is there, like, the instruction manual?
Art books, expanded materials, interviews with the directors in... There was a Japanese arcade magazine, which was really popular, just called Arcade, which you could see a lot of this stuff in. As a general rule, with any of these kind of games, you are literally only seeing like 5% of the story. There's so much that's in like audio CDs and supplementary manga.
They really did overthink this game.
And yeah, the modern troops are helping us out now. Not very well, but you know.
No, they're terrible, but that's still pretty awesome. As a detail.
Yeah, it is. Whenever stuff like that happens in the series, it's always a really nice touch.
I'll be back at our throats soon enough.
Oh yeah.
Imagine the end of this game is just going to be a big reset button. So they can do it all again.
Machine gun.
These flying saucers take a beating.
Oh yeah.
I got hit with the tractor beam.
Machine gun.
It made my eyes wide.
Think we're almost done with the fight?
Certainly. Could never be another phase. This is a phase 2. And 2 is the highest number of phases.
What about 4?
Improbable. But if it were, then that would just be 2 2s ultimately. Therefore, there would still be 2.
I was wrong to question anything.
Heavy machine gun.
Keep trying to kill the other soldiers
Yeah.
out of sheer habit.
The entire game's been telling you kill these guys except for this point.
Yep.
Nice.
And it's still cold. Our poor characters freezing to death.
Hey
Oh, no.
boys, you missed me? I'm back!
Get out of there, Randy Quaid.
No, you were a terrible father. I could easily believe they just remade the entire game for that joke.
Yep. I honestly, like, there's no way it's coincidence, so. Oh. He's dead.
Okay, but we're going to execute him for war crimes anyway.
Mission complete. Mission all over.
30.
Wow. Surprisingly, you had slightly more than me.
Yeah. Nope, not letting you do that.
I couldn't figure out how to move from one slot to the next.
Yeah, it was the shoot button for some reason.
Of course, that's the same as the character select that I couldn't figure out earlier.
Yeah, I was
Something's never
pressing
changed.
start and it was like, nope.
Now for more art. Honestly, this is some of the worst art we've seen in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't help that it's obviously digitized but done at a really, really low res.
Yeah. Like, it's super weird when the sprites look way better than the hand-drawn images that you're supposed to be celebrating at the end.
Yeah, this was the point where the character art itself, there was two types. There was the stuff that was obviously based on the sprites, and there was the stuff like that, where for whatever reason they tried to make the characters look exceedingly grotesque.
Yeah. They're stylized, alright.
Like everyone just looks like giant pointy-nosed goblins.
Yeah, and like, banana-shaped head,
Yep.
which doesn't look good on anybody, but with the extreme uniqueness of the art style, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Metal Slug anime. It would probably get so fixated on perfectionism that it would never be finished. It would make a decent
Metal Slug
OVA.
series. like it would need to be one of those ones where all the character art is cell animation, but everything else is CGI. Just for the ridiculously massive tanks and stuff, and the way they all explode.
True, yeah. Oh, that guy's dead. It sort of looks like he's trying to eat the missiles to save himself.
No. When we say that shots like that are called popcorn, purely... No, it's a metaphor.
Hilariously, longtime fan of the show, Blast Tyrant just showed up at the very end. Almost in time for the game to crash.
The closing credits.
Yep. Missed all the beautiful art. And just seeing this gross art.
Catch it on the VOD.
Yep, I did not warn anybody that this stream was going to happen, so tragically, not a big draw.
Yeah, I've been telling people on Twitter anytime that we do them.
Yeah.
Anyone wants my Twitter for announcements for this sort of thing, give me a shout. Obviously, I'm not going to say it on stream. Never know who's going to be watching.
Probably a good call. But do go to your Ko-fi page, which is linked in the video description.
Yes. Give me money, because I am hideously broke. And
Yeah.
you need money as well, because you're moving.
That's for damn sure.
Give Fiendly money, and then, just a little something for me.
All the creators deserve all the money, and no one else does.
I need caffeine. You need to move.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I also have a crippling addiction to X-Men action figures these days, so that would be helpful.
Yeah. Don't you want to see a shelf with all X-Men figurines?
Well,
Surely you do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sitting with an Omega Red Funko, and I've got a Nightcrawler one coming tomorrow, and a Blacklight Rogue coming in the next few days as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I will put pictures of that up on my Twitter if anyone's interested.
Highly advisable. But for now, we did it against all odds. And with many, many quarters. What was that? 30 credits on your side and
yeah.
28 on mine.
I was 30, you were 28.
Yeah. So that was a quarter apiece.
Yeah.
Out of 60.
So, I won on score, you won in cash.
Oh, yeah. I saved 50 cents. So
Woo!
lucky me. There we go. We can sign off now. I am exhausted. I came straight from work to stream like a genius.
Yeah, it's one of those things whenever we actually start playing games, by the time I'm finished, because, you don't realize how much you get into it, and you usually wind up absolutely drenched in sweat.
Oh, yeah. Streaming is hard work.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go get a shower.
Hell yes, good call. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll have more streams shortly.
Always a pleasure. Later, all.